Hello everyone, I am Menendra Surve. Today we are going to discuss the topic interference. So let's start. Before going to discuss the interference, I would like to discuss the gear tooth profiles. So there are three gear tooth profiles basically. First one is cycloidal, then involute, and then conjugate profile. So conjugate profile. In case of conjugate profiles, the velocity ratio or angular velocity ratio remains constant. That are nothing but conjugate profiles. Second one is cycloidal profile. Cycloidal profiles are that in which the curve traced by point on a circumference of a circle which rolls on a straight lines without slipping, or we can say in pure rolling. In case of pure rolling, translation as well as rotation. So there are two types of cycloidal profiles. One is epicycloidal and another one is hypocycloidal. So in case of epicycloidal, your circle rolls on a base circle in outer sides. In case of hypocycloidal, circle rolls in inward on the base circle. So let's third one. Third one is nothing but involute profiles. So in case of involute profiles, only interference occurs in case of involute profiles. Why? Because of in case of involute profiles, your pressure angle remains constant throughout. But in case of cycloidal profiles, pressure angle varies instant to instant. So let's discuss interference. So interference is only happens in involute profiles. So if you take two gears that are to be meshed, in case of meshing, profile generation is involute type. If the profile generation of meshing is involute, then your power transmission and motion transmission will happen in proper manner. If your profile generation is non-involute type, then there will be improper transmission of power as well as motion. That will happen because line of action is not at tangentially. In case of involute profiles, if the profile generation is involute, then line of action is tangentially and power and motion will get transferred easily. So what is main important? Your profile generation is of involute type, and in this case if non-involute profile is going to be meshed, that is nothing but interference phenomena. So to avoid interference, we require minimum number of teeth on gears as well as minimum number of teeth on pinions. So let's discuss what are the criteria first. So minimum number of teeth on pinion. So to avoid interference, we require a minimum number of teeth on wheel. So let's calculate how much will be a number of teeth. So we know this formula is there. Minimum number of teeth required on wheel, that is nothing but twice AW divided by under root 1 plus sin square phi by g inside bracket 2 plus 1 by g minus 1. So this is the formula for minimum number of teeth required on wheel. So that is nothing but AW, addendum coefficient, and that is nothing but your this AW is maximum addendum coefficient and this is module. So addendum coefficient. We know the gear tooth ratio. Inside that, this is phi is a pressure angle. We can say. Okay, and then what is gear ratio? G is gear ratio. That is nothing but number of teeth on a wheel to the number of teeth on pinion. So if we require the minimum number of teeth on pinion, if you require, what is that? Minimum number of teeth on pinion, that is nothing but small t. This is equal to t by g. So this is the minimum number of teeth on wheel. So divide by g, you will get minimum number of teeth on pinion. So if I want minimum number of teeth for pinion, so t pinion is equal to twice a w divided by this formula as it is 1 plus sin square phi by g 2 plus 1 by g. This is minus outside the root minus 1 and divide by this whole divided by what, g. So this will give minimum number of teeth on pinion. When the both, in case the addendum coefficient for pinion is given, let's say if addendum coefficient for pinion is given, that time you cannot use this formula. For that time you can use some another formula, and that is nothing but minimum number of teeth on pinion, okay, to avoid interference. So minimum number of teeth on pinion, so T pinion is equal to, if addendum coefficient for pinion is given, okay, so twice addendum coefficient for pinion divided by 1 plus g sin square phi 2 plus g and minus of 1. So this is the formula. In that case you can use this formula if AP is given, okay. So if from this formula, if I want to find out the minimum number of teeth required for wheel, so how we will calculate? So minimum number of teeth required for wheel, if I wanted to calculate this, so that is nothing but g into t. So we have t, so just multiply g over here, so that is nothing but 2AP into g divided by this whole term, that is nothing but 1 plus g sin square phi 2 plus g minus of 1. So these are four important formulas you have to remember all the time during the problem solving. So in this problem, two gear wheels are given, meshes externally having model 6, pinion rotates at 90 rpm and pressure angle is given 20 degree. So this is pressure angle phi 20 degree, okay. If the standard addendum is one module, so that is nothing but AW, one module. Calculate minimum number of teeth on each wheel to avoid interference, and velocity ratio is given as, so this is velocity ratio 1 by 3, that is nothing but number of teeth for pinion to the number of teeth of wheel. So this velocity ratio is 1 and this is nothing but 1 by g. It is reciprocal of gear ratio, so your g value is equal to 3 from this equation. And we require minimum number of teeth for minimum number of teeth on each wheel. So T minimum number of teeth, that is equal to 2 times, this is our formula, AW divided by 1 plus sin square phi by g 2 plus 1 by g minus 1. So this is the formula, and if you put the values, minimum addendum coefficient, that is 1 module, so divided by 1 plus sin square 20 degrees given pressure angle, g value is 3, 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 1. If you solve this, you will get minimum number of teeth near about 45. This is required solution. Thank you.